Peace and blessings, family. It's your host KCDG. It's the King's Table Podcast. We here with King Chaos in the building. And before we get started today, let's get into our sponsors. Now, I see you guys see that the topic today is Brother Polight. Now, due to his current situation still being open, we're gonna keep this current discussion directed towards past and building the character upon this person. So, with that, we'll start with the news article and then we'll move back from there. Anything you want to add, King Chaos?
Nah, man, you already know. I like to see what we dealing with, and then I give feedback. I'm a responder and reactor. I ain't so much of a you know we antagonist.
Let me ask you: is the background music too much?
No,
All right, cool.
is Princess hollering too much? I know you can hear.
Nah, she good. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna get into the video. Let me share my screen.
I can't hear it clip.
Oh, of course not, right? Let me fix my sound.
Women's live in Miami Beach tonight with more on the arrest of the man known as Brother Polight. Yeah. Yeah, well, Jawan, the suspect surrendered here at the Miami Beach Police Department earlier this week. Police charged him with sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl. We did speak with his lawyer earlier tonight, who says that these charges are false. This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polight.
Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated. So yeah, not guilty, nothing else.
According to the police report, Nowak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in LA, asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after party at a club in Miami. The report states Nowak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast and her thighs and buttocks. It goes on to say Nowak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Nowak trying to make her throw up.
These are serious allegations, but in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs, with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Nowak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career. Nowak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation. And Nowak claims to have written more than 90 books. In an interview, he also claims to have several wives.
What are your thoughts about that, bro?
Um, now I hate to see it. I hate to see it. I got mostly daughters, so I hate to see it. But what we need to be able to look at is if if they was at a party or a gathering or something and that happened, nobody else was able to come forward and be like, "Yeah, I was there. I seen them acting real close quarters, intimate." I mean,
Uh,
it's. I mean, but even beyond that, uh, I don't know. Does it seem like this brother's been under attack? Does it seem like this is a consistent expression of character?
it's funny that you mentioned that. I want to get into that. First off,
Because
uh,
I don't really, I see him on timeline and social media and whatnot, but I'm not like a follower. You know what I'm saying? I recognize the name Brother Polight. I did not know his government name. Uh, I seen a couple of videos, but I don't have no real
all right.
view of him.
So when you say so when you say is this a repeated behavior? I want to get into the video where he interviewed one of his spiritual, as he called them, God victims, and let's peep the integrity or the empathy that he would have for you know
A victim.
this alleged victim. I might have to take this to the house, but it getting crunk next door. All right, share my screen. All right, here it goes.
I'm speaking on behalf of children that had to testify or that had to testify based on what he did. Well, I say had to testify because some people didn't testify. Some people felt there and then they had to do this, like something that they had to do. For me, it felt like it's something that I had to do. Because one, like I told you, both my sisters went through the same thing I went through. Both my older sisters, you might share. I don't know. Okay, well, both my sisters been blessed by Malachi, by Pops, Baba, Esau, Mom, Lisa, whatever. They've had a protection and they were at what ages? I mean, if you want to get the accurate number, you can ask them around what age. Yeah. I mean, 14, 7, 8.
And I will only speak for myself as far as the things that I've been through. Of course, not as far as I don't want.
Now, in my personal opinion, that seemed kind of aggressive, especially to be interviewing a victim. But I'm gonna let them finish. I'm gonna get through the video, and then I see we got somebody backstage. I'm gonna let them join, but I want them to get the full perspective of what this video is about. We keeping everything about on this topic about past. We're building a character and a sense of pattern with Brother Polight.
I'm gonna be graphic. One, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be walking around saying that I've been molested. As a man, you don't want to be going around saying that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when in my situation or the way I grew up, I was ready to move on. I left 2001. I was ready to live my life, move on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The people started doing their investigations and stuff. The FBI started doing their investigations, started trying to get statements from people. Both my sisters went ahead and gave their statements. Yeah. I still had nothing to do with it. No statement, no nothing. And I realized, okay, they're about to go to court. And I went through the same thing that they went through. Like, I'm my mother's only son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the man of the family. You know what I'm saying? My sisters were going to stand up for themselves, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, and then that's when I gave my statement, and that's when I decided that, that I was going to go ahead and do it. Nobody wants to see their family go get locked away. So I really understand how hard it is for people that's deeply involved in it also.
Now, opinionally, from my perspective, hold on, let me stop the screen. This dude seemed you can still hear the pain in his voice just talking about this. And that's why I feel like, some of the questions and, some of the testosterone he was throwing at this man could have been avoided if he came from a place of empathy and trying to really understand. But from what I'm getting from his vibe, he's coming from an attack vibe.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there should have been some sort of buffer. You know what I mean? Like, even
Right.
if you feel you're okay. So realistically speaking, he probably took the interview, you know what I mean, literally to take the opportunity to attack.
And discredit, right?
Right. Because there's no way that you can say that anything happened or did not happen unless you were involved. And then if you come to me, if I'm involved, and you don't allow me to speak my piece and be comforted by speaking to you, like, you shouldn't speak. Or, like, if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Is the old saying that probably should have been taken, heed in this position, because you had a platform, or the gentleman had a platform, and then you want to use your platform in order to attack somebody who experienced a very negative situation. It just, it's not an action of love, to say the least.
Facts. And that's just the first 2 minutes. I'm gonna get back into it.
People gotta understand, I was born and raised in it too, so I understand from inside out also what it feels like not to have this person around, even still getting leadership. So it's not no stranger, no random person that's saying, oh, this happened. I mean, this stuff, like, I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was upstate New York before after Brooklyn. I was upstate New York, but because it touched me when it, And so from 7 to 14, 7 years.
He couldn't even say it, bro.
I kind of want to see how the conversation started, or how this interview came to be. because it really seems that whoever set the interview up was setting up the young man who went through this traumatic experience. Now, I don't believe there's any call for that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Brother Polight set this up himself, and he's gonna tell you that from his mouth. You will be able to pick it up from the vibe, in my opinion. Allegedly, I think I snap. I might be crazy. Shout out Kwame Brown.
Hey, I don't want to use this language per se, but it seems a little predatory.
It does, bro. Watch this. Look at his demeanor.
Yeah, the body
Look how he
language.
comes. You feel me? I'm gonna get back into it.
That I went through this. You know what I'm saying? And that's impossible. Would you say there's been over 20 children molested by Dr. York? I would say so. I mean, I would say that it would, you know, for if I could confirm people that I can strongly confirm, it'll be about 15 or 20 people. Obviously, if over 15 to 20 people, children were being molested. We have to now say, how come the adults wasn't saying nothing? Shouldn't they be locked up with Dr. Young? How come they're free to testify about it? You understand? The adults were separated from their children. You know, so you had the girls in one house, the boys in one house, the women in one place, the brothers in one place. You know, everybody was separated. So it wasn't no house with a family, and you could recognize when the child was born. You mean to tell the world that none of these children had enough sense in their mind to go tell their parent that this isn't right? I've been touched sexually. I've been sexually abused. Not one child out of all these children. It could have stopped so long ago. Just one child or just one adult. What caused all of this to come out? First, you hear nothing from nobody. You hear nothing from nobody. They hear something from everybody, all at the same time. They might not have been the medium to talk to anybody about this situation. Not even their parents. I mean, that's why, of course, I could have told my mother. We chose not to. I did enough of that told her. To really explain it would take a lot. But I mean, you're not really yourself when you're not, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no esteem. You know what I'm saying? You got no, you know what I'm saying? You can't even face like my mother she found out my sister and she came to me and asked me about it. And I still really couldn't even tell her. I had to say, well, I had sex with the girl and he was dead. And that was my way of telling her that, yeah, it happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's the initial conversation. And this is like 2 weeks before we left. It was something I was under. I couldn't tell them. I didn't tell nobody. It was something that held me to not say them. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked up to him as my dad. Because I looked up to him as the person that he was. I'm like, I'm like, you know, and all those reasons, like, you know, I'm trying to like see what why is this going on? What's the significance? I'm young. I don't even know what really in the sex. And why do you think he's locked up for 135 years, underground 60 feet, in a super max penitentiary with no one with a case likened to his own amongst cannibals? Not because what you think he should be locked up for.
Now, I'm gonna ask you: do you think that's just? Do you think that's righteous?
I mean, what was he just
Do you think
saying? Like, what was he just saying?
who?
Polite. It seemed like he was about to steer into something. Like, I feel like we should just finish that little passage right there real fast, because his demeanor is really aggressive, and I hate using the word aggressive with black men, but it's like this is
It is what
this
it is,
is
bro. You gotta
he is
start calling.
having the conversation that the young man feared having with his mother. He fears speaking to somebody about the situation and them coming at him in the way that Brother Polight is coming at him. And that is the
Right.
reason why nothing was said for so long. That is why victims feel the way they feel. That is, and the ones who don't speak up. Not a lot of the times, I don't know the stats. I ain't no scientist, but I know for sure that I have people around me that have been victims from one time or another that I've had to deal with. And one of the things I know for sure is they avoid, especially the timid ones, avoid these type of confrontations.
Facts. I'm gonna let it play.
question in the way that I think they're asking it. You know what I'm saying? Because one, you have a black leader that was getting black people together and was building a sovereign nation. Tell me if this is something you believe. That's not what I want to hear. What do you personally believe? Dealing with the facts of the matter, not denying you of your experience, but based on what we all know.
He can't even look at Brother Polight, bro. I doubt he could even believe what's going on to him right now, bro. He hasn't made eye contact with him yet, bro.
I mean,
That's sad.
the look on his face. I mean, he
That's
says a
sad,
lot.
bro. That's sad, bro. And for him to come and attack this man like this, and he's giving him, that insight to his life that not a lot of people get, that he's been sheltering for so long. That's sad, bro. I'm gonna let him continue.
What is the date on this interview?
I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna let him continue though, because like I said, I'm keeping everything from the past. So I want to build up a character, and we're gonna get into this character. All right. Because I don't know if you caught any of my other previous videos or postings, but on my channel, I posted videos about some of these people's not even being real people, having made up names, fake names, this and that, and then their whole lifestyle be a character, and they use terms like removed from the world stage to say that this person has been killed or this person is whatever, but all the while it's just one of their alias that's died off and they're living their life under a different alias. So
right.
that's for another discussion. But like I say, on this video specifically, I just want to build character, background, and who Brother Polight is. You feel me?
But it's necessary to lock a person up when you accuse them. What I know from history is that whenever you have a black leader that's uplifting the people, that's doing something for the community, that's bringing people together, and that's building people and elevating people, then they get taken down. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't have been taken down, and he hasn't been taken down until they found something to take him down. But if you do it in a way by molesting kids, then you really care about anybody else. This is what I have to live with. I have to live with how do I come across the people that's in the knowledge and even vibe with them and talk to them on a regular level, and people looking at me one way. Nah, that's all good. You always go to a class of hours. That's cool, but you know what I'm saying. But it is. But see, the thing is that don't make you a bad person. At the end of the day, people are always gonna have his word over anybody else's word because that's all they know. At the end of the day, he's locked up, so obviously they took y'all word over everyone else's. It doesn't matter. Like I told you, if we say he's innocent, when he's still locked up in prison, y'all word accounted for everything. Well, I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I can only face what's in front of me. And everything that's in front of me, I see people that's being misled. I see people that's under the impression, and even though misled by what? People are saying they pockets being railroaded. That people are saying none of this has to do with the case as far as the government is concerned. The government don't give a damn about the accusation. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You got people saying that kids haven't been molested. I can't see what you're seeing. I can't see the I know what happened to me. I know what he did. I know what kind of person he is. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of person is? That's a question I want to ask. What kind of person is that? I mean, you get what you see. You get what you see. Tell me. What people didn't see is also bad. I want to know about you. I want to get into your mind. I want to know, what is he to you? Who is he to you? Who he is to me right now? He's somebody that did a lot of things great, but had his flaws and didn't correct those flaws. And he had years and years and years to correct those flaws. He didn't correct those flaws. And I came back and now he's incarcerated. Should he be in this? Should he be out? If he out, like him shouldn't be incarcerated if they uplifted the community and doing what he did. But if you're gonna do that and on top of that, still do the wrong thing for years and years and years, then you definitely shouldn't be out on the streets. That's if I was the devil, the perfect devil is the one who's gonna be a pastor, a preacher, or the one doing the right thing, and actually the one doing the wrong thing and sending you to hell. That's the perfect devil right there. If I was the devil right now, I'd be telling you to do the right thing. I'd be telling you to live your life this way, and I'll be sending you right to hell. The devil knows the gospel as well as any pastor or preacher. So if the devil is going to do his job, what better way to do it than to have everybody lifting themselves or doing the right thing? In actuality, it's like they're going up, but they're going this way. It's not just up. It's like they're going up and they're going astray. You know what I'm saying? That's the only really way that the devil can do his job, is to deceive people into thinking that he's actually God, to deceive people into thinking that he's actually Christ. That's why they say you will have false prophets and false messiahs. I would respect the wolf. If I was a sheep, I would respect the wolf that approached me trying to hunt me down than the wolf that came in sheep clothing. My whole argument in this whole situation is, should people be locked up based on what people believe? I got the right to be angry. You know why? Because the Lord promises me something different. The Lord promises me that we will lock people up beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's what the Lord promises me. But in this case, it was up to 12 people to have that reasonable doubt or not. And those 12 people made the decision. It's not. So what's the point? If you want to fight for it, fight for it for another reason. Don't fight for it because he's innocent of a molested kid. Let's say he molested 1,000 children. Factually. Okay. Genetic evidence and everything. Things that we don't deny. Scientifically, we say, wow, okay, true. If someone was to ask me, would you still worship him as your most high, acknowledge him as your most high God? I would have to. I don't identify with everything he does there, much like I believe most Christians don't identify with everything their God does, because it says their God is a jealous God. And some Christians would tell you it's not right to be jealous. And some would tell you that, it shouldn't be vengeful, but in the Bible it tells you most high is a vengeful God. And it tells you shouldn't hate, but it tells you that.
Did you hear that?
Man, let me tell you, bro. There are many. A minister I have bump heads with. Most of them have spoken or taught me something. Most of them have taught me something. It did not make them less of a devil, and once I identified them as such, I could no longer even partially associate myself, regardless if our belief systems matched or not.
Right.
So until you are clear of those charges. But see, you know what? It's weird though, right? Christianity, right? Technically speaking, the courts never exonerated him. Right? He was convicted and killed. And so, based on today's logic, like blindly following a criminal would be frowned upon, regardless of how good he spoke while he lived. If we took Joel Osteen and he did something to be put on death row, I don't think we would see any of his sermons played anymore.
Okay. I'm going to say one thing, okay? I just feel like when you have charges like this or allegations like this, placed upon you. I digress. I digress. Focus. We're gonna keep it on this video. We building a character. I ain't. Oh, whew. But it's emotional, because you already know I got a little girl, bro. So at the end of the day, it's like it's so much doubt being cast out there. But let's get the black man back to accountability, bro. I'm not telling you to come out here and say you innocent. I'm not telling you to come out here and break the law, but take some kind of accountability, bro. Take some kind of accountability that you in this situation and it's brought to light, man. I see no accountability. I get on this IG and on the videos I'm seeing he's posting where he's just, sitting in the Rolls Royce and talking. I did everything I could possibly do in my life, blah, 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 blah. But like I said, bro, I see no accountability. If you president of the United States and something happened to America, who they gonna blame?
Mr. President.
All right. So if you head of your household and something happened to one of your children, who they gonna blame? The head of the household. And at the end of the day, that's what he's not taking no accountability for. He's not taking no accountability of being the head of his household and having this kind of foul information come up out of his household, bro.
I mean, I seen the video where he did holler at somebody. Well, it sounded like him, but it wasn't like a confirmed identity. But it sounded like him. Lingo was right, according to sources. So, I mean, supposedly he came out and said he ain't no weirdo, and that he is not guilty, and his legal team has supported that statement. But seeing that it isn't currently he is involved in an open case, we could hope that once everything is wrapped up, that he will come and press conference for the community. You know what I'm saying? That is, but we can only hope he gonna do the right thing. We can hope somebody was trying to set him up. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, this is a 11-year-old video.
I don't know if there's video, but all I know is that there's an 11-year-old involved, bro.
I'm saying the interview we were just watching is 11 years old. You said 2010.
Oh yeah, on the video it does say that. That happened in 2010, 12 years ago. Okay, I was looking for this video. All right, here it is. I'm about to share my screen. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This video is for educational purposes. Educational purposes. And we're going to give you some character into Brother Polight. Shout out to ISUPK. Shout out to Visible Thought.
They said child molester, period. And he got his feelings. He got mad. And he thought he was going to put coppers out. If you want to cross the road, cross the fucking road. That's what you do. Don't sit here and talk shit like what's going to pop out, what's going to do this. If you're going to cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here. That's what's good.
And to give some context, that's Brother Polight getting into a debate with, I can't say that name and I don't want to disrespect him, to Zariak. If I pronounced it wrong, reach out, let me know. But shout out to you, Captain Cesariak. And basically, I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. Here it goes. You see this brother doing this thing on the block, and watch brother Polight. See, throwing slick shade right there. Slick shade, see? That's the type of character he is. He throws slick shade. He's a master at throwing that slick shade. So even when I see these recent Instagram videos, I get a vibe of that same slick shade that he doing in this video. Here we go.
That's fine. No problem. Your spiritual father's a child molester.
Ooh.
That's fine. No problem. Your spiritual father's a child molester. That's fine. Remember that.
Hold up. He said he don't have a spiritual father that's a child molester. Cap. That's more cap than he wearing right now. It's bigger than the cap on his head. He say, "Yo, got a spiritual father that's a child molester." Who is Dr. York then? All right, let me calm down. Let me let the video play because I'm about to get hot. Hey, he capping in this bit, bro. All right, here we go.
Is that even in America? Oh yeah, gotta be.
I don't think so. So why do you want to be simple? Once I get you there. So now once I pull that out on you, now you want to take your feelings. But you're emotional. And you're emotional. But he's supposed to lead black people. Or maybe he's supposed to emotional. That is a proven fact that his father is a molester. You don't know that? He's been molested since what? The 70s, 80s, 60s, 60s.
Shout out to ISUPK. This video is for educational purposes. Bruh, let me have you tap in for a second. What you think so far? You seeing that same energy we seen in the previous video?
Yeah, it's like, hey, he his father's personal bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? Every time somebody mention him or speak negatively in that man's direction, boy, he get very triggered.
That's what I say, bro. And you want to know that's what's crazy, bro, is that his followers are giving him the same treatment he was giving Dr. York when he was alleged of these things. Like little girlfriends that never even met him. It's crazy, bro. And I'm like, okay, if you a real man, you would sit back and let this situation play out and just, hopefully get the outcome what the family deserves. And then if not, then come and say something about it. But like I said, we're going to keep this video strictly on building a character and letting it be known that.
Well, if they're followers of him, then they know the script based on his actions. You know what I mean? So even if they weren't unsure, they already know that when somebody accused his big brother, he snapped. So now when they accusing him, now they know that their position is to go off and try to protect him with the power of people, I guess. I don't know.
Yo, so he claimed to have the best lawyers in the country in his Instagram live. So I checked out the dude, David Taraz, or the lawyer who's supposed to be representing him, bro. And it's legit. Apparently in October, he's supposed to be getting the award for #1 lawyer in Florida. So I believe that's why he was able to hop out on bond and jump ship to Cali, allegedly. All right. Let me get back into the video. Let me share my screen.
That's crazy, kid. Hi. Super lawyer.
Who you telling? All right. Hold up. I don't have it on the. Let me fix my settings real quick. All right, here we go.
You telling me he's not? You telling me he didn't get convicted? And now you initially want to get cardinal? That's what you want to do? That's what you got.
See what he did? What he did right there was the dude with the mic, this young brother right here, he said that Polight's spiritual father is a child molester. Now, what Polight is trying to do is switch the narrative to say that he's saying his biological father is a child molester. You see the mind games he's trying to play?
He's swift on his feet, I tell you that.
Silver tongue, motherfucker. Here you go. Watch him work now. Watch him work.
Back up! Women do that. That's feminine. Now you've been sitting here the whole time. You want to turn around. Now let me ask you something. When he told your daddy was a pedophile, when he said that your daddy was a pedophile, let me ask you something.
All right, Cesaria.
Did you ever do that to Cesaria? Because you know what?
Oh, his old demeanor changed. You clap your hands now.
That's what you gotta understand.
You cannot hide in New York, no matter how wide your eyes are, boy.
What happened?
You cannot hide the New York in the nigga, no matter how wide open his eyes are.
All right. Now watch what the brother say with the mic. Watch what he say.
You don't press that. You don't press that. You call my father. Your daddy was a molester 8 times. You never challenged Captain Cesaria. That's what you don't press. I just told you.
He said Captain Cesaria called your father a child molester multiple times and you never challenged him or stepped to him like that. Huh.
God, put it back in the deck, bro. All day. Real talk. All day. You sure are simple. You are simple.
Now he calm. He calm now.
We know order. We know order and we know discipline.
Oh, now he calm. He calm the motherfucker now, boy. Now he ain't got no jump, no extra sauce and this stuff. None of that now. You know, demeanor done changed since Ariak step in front of him.
That's the difference between us. But y'all been sitting here being simple and running your damn mouths all day. Yeah, I hate you. Real talk. Even this man here talking about me wearing a white shirt. Ain't nobody mad at the color white. Nobody mad. I wear white socks. I wear white tees. Nobody mad at the color white. It has to do with the crime that we committed. It's got nothing to do with your country. But that's simplicity. That's what you got, Greg. Think any of these people are going to fix black people. Think any of these people are going to fix anything. Any problem that happens.
Hold up, let me get the Captain Cesaria dropping that bomb on him real quick and then dropping the mic. And then we'll get into our discussion. And let people on the panel if they want to. Got the link down in the description if you want to join. It's open discussion. Come join the discussion. Here we go.
Fight each other. There you go. You're a white man that's going to cause black people to fight each other.
Let me tell you how much of a bitch Polight is. What the brother said was correct.
Right.
The brother came out here and said,
right.
He called Katazar my daddy, Katazar's daddy.
Now, I apologize.
Now,
So
you didn't. Now, Katazar responded by bringing up his father. His spiritual father, who he called, he's a fucking child molester. Your father is a child molester, period. And he got his feelings. He got mad. And he thought he was going to pump Cashapp. If you want to cross the road, cross the fucking road. That's what you do. Don't sit here and talk shit like what's going to pop out, what's going to do this. If you're going to cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here. That's what you do. You don't sit here and disrespect our brother. And then, like he said, I disrespected you, your sister, you, your daughter, your wife, everybody. You ain't stepped to me. You ain't apologized. But you didn't step to me in the moment. I apologized to you 6 months later. But in the debate, you did not step to me. You didn't step to me in the debate. When I embarrassed your wife, no, you did not. Yes, I did. When I said, how many of y'all, how do they treat her like a fucking whore? That's what I said at the debate. You didn't step to me. So I stepped to my brother. That's what I'm not taking it back. What I'm showing is I've empowered you up. Because if you was a man, when I said it, you would have reacted the same way that you did to him. But you did not. You thought he was weak. He ain't weak. If you want to cross the line, you'd have crossed it. If you want to play games, go play that shit somewhere else. We got business to do here. That's now. Cross the line or get the fuck out. Either one. I want to see y'all show. Either one. Cut us out. Good teacher topic. Ignore this shit. No sweat.
Put him in his place real quick. That's despicable behavior, bro. That's not man-like behavior, man. If you got a problem with something somebody said, it shouldn't matter who say it. If you got a problem with it, it's gonna get that same reaction, bro. So
Keep
far,
that same energy.
same energy. So far, we went over the interview he's had with one of Dr. York's victims. We went and we showed video of him stepping to this brother who was smaller than him with a whole bunch of testosterone, then backing down, and somebody of equal or greater size would match that testosterone and back down, didn't want to cross no lines, get all respectful and polite, you know. And then we seen the news article. So for people who's watching this video, who may be joining, I just want you to know that we're keeping this video strictly on past behavior and past incidents that's happened. We're not talking nothing about the current allegations, aka the open case. So this isn't the first time these allegations have came up. It's not the second time, from what I understand. And from a live I was listening to, a brother who known personally, New York, Polight from New York, since he was in he said elementary school. It's not even the third or fourth time. At what point is it that we say, okay, enough is enough? This behavior is unacceptable. Because then you got to look at the victims and how he treated them. So you could only imagine how victims who haven't came out or what they might fear may be treated right now. And that's just my whole take on it. I don't want anybody to think that this is about the current allegations. This is everything about the past. And they say history is repeating itself, putting it light. So you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you want to jump on the panel, let me know. I'll be up here for another about 10, 15 minutes before I hop off. It's an open discussion. I just want everybody to keep the topics about past behavior. I want nothing to do with the current allegations and the open case.
So the thing that seems to kind of bother me is that he is like, I guess loyalty is a good thing, but like you can still, even if you still like still okay with somebody, you could not be so public about it, because somebody, if somebody has a negative view out in public and you defend them unnecessarily, that just adds you to that bucket, and that should not be what he's trying for. If you focus on the mission, which is educating and progressing the community, you shouldn't spend so much energy defending somebody who needs to handle their own business case situation themselves.
Right.
So it just, I'm a tad confused on why he is so gun ho behind. But I'm just just a possibility. If we look at episodes of SVU, what I'm saying, we could draw the conclusion it's possible that does not view himself as a victim, but could have had a similar experience and could feel as if he could be defending the actions because he approves of them, and but then um, that would just further condemn him on his current situation. But it's all speculation. You know what I'm saying? It's just the possibilities, the two different sides of the spectrum. Either he's triggered because he is in a mental situation where he is not a victim, but is one in reality, or the other side is maybe he's so loyal he can't help it.
Let me build on that, bro. Let me build on that because I want to come, and I'm not defending Polight. Don't get that perspective. But I want people to know that this man does not live a normal lifestyle, bro. No, I could count people who have multiple wives and live that lifestyle on a hand, bro. It's like so you really can't map his mental or his actions right now to a, a day-to-day man like myself. I'm like, nigga, I got these allegations on me. No, nigga, don't come around me. Don't talk to me. I don't want none of yous. Get away from me, you know? But when you got 6, 7, 8 alleged wives, them wives got kids, them kids got other fathers. You get what I'm saying? It's wild, bro. It's wild. And the
So
thing that's sickening most is that this little girl was even put in that predicament, man. I mean, me being a father, I know once I had a child, it was time for me to not stop everything else I was doing, but limit certain things I did to further protect, my legacy or whatnot.
amen.
You feel me? So I feel like he hasn't stepped into that part of his growth yet. Because, like he
Okay.
said from his own words, he's gained the riches and everything he want within 3 years. Those was his words on the live. So I just want everybody to know, like, man, this is a person. This is a little girl. This is a mother. This little girl got a dad. I know this. If I was this little girl's dad, I would be wanting to look this nigga down right now. So it's a real serious discussion, but it's one that should be only held by the family right now, with all the respect, until more facts and more light comes out legally on this situation. Because in the past, the reason why he was off the hook with the previous allegations was because it had so much public opinion on it. They wasn't able to find him a due process.
Okay, so we're looking at a similar situation. Look, about to erupt once this goes, national again. So the question I have is, when when do we consider somebody a leader in these communities, or do we need to really take the content for the content itself and to learn from it, apply it, or whatever, but not to be so attached to the individuals that share the wealth of information with us?
This is the thing, bro. Everybody needs to be their own leader, bro. Stop being lazy, man. Be your own leader. Lead yourself. Find that plan. Find your goal. Set tasks, small tasks to get to that big one, and become the leader that you need to be yourself, bro. It ain't no. It's not my place to lead another man. Now that man could agree with me. You feel me? Me and that man could have the same ideas, and we could work together to get a further goal accomplished. But I'm not leading nobody. Like when I started this channel, bro, like I said, I'm not trying to wake nobody up, bro. I'm seeing these topics, I'm giving my perspective. You get it, you get it. But it's past time where, people just throwing a puppet up in front of our face and, oh, it's our leader. Because right now, to this day, if they was to throw Obama on your TV screen, every black person in America will tell you to shut up and listen to what Obama got to say. God damn it, Obama on the screen. You better shut your mouth. Obama talking the truth. He black. He was a president. But the nigga ain't black, but he black. You feel me?
Hey, they gonna use that Dr. Umar logic on Obama. You can't have half chocolate milk.
I'm just saying, bro. You don't need no leader, bro. Be your own leader, dog. Do what you need to do. Build what you need to build to sustain your own lifestyle, man. Slowly but surely, that's what I've been doing out here in Puerto Rico. You feel me? I don't think I'll never move back to the States. Boricua. Nigga, I open my door right now, and I promise you, it's some music, a party, or something going on. But I ain't look. They got kids. I ain't going over there. I ain't look. Look, hey, and here the legal age for them here is 16. So I'm on my daughter like, she can't.
Man,
My daughter can't even dance right now. She's the most
listen,
unrhythmistic dancer in the world, and I love it. I love she ain't got
love
an
it.
ounce of rhythm to her.
Well, my baby look like she river dancing when she dance. Ear, throw them hands around and be tapping.
Straight up. But yo, man, I just wanted you to see how he attacked this victim. So think about what kind of empathy or sympathy he has for this little girl who's accusing him. You feel me? He has
None.
zero empathy for her. He don't care nothing about the situations or the allegations against him. I could tell you one thing, bro. An innocent man will come out. Hey, I ain't got no. Hey, not me. Who? Not I said to fly. Not me said to flee. We can get that up out of here. Bro, it's like, man, you can't even. I come from Sanford, bro. The same city Trayvon Martin died in, bro. That's where I born and raised in, bro. You can't have those kind of tags attached to your name, bro.
You
That's
can't.
an ass whooping every day of your life. Oh yeah, that's that motherfucker. Everybody who see you. And I see people, hold up. I see people online who talk about, oh, well, nigga, look at what George Zimmerman did to Trayvon Martin. Look what George Zimmerman did to Trayvon Martin. Ain't none of them niggas did nothing to avenge Trayvon Martin. Nigga, Trayvon was not from Sanford. Not making that as an
Not from Miami.
excuse. Not making that as an excuse, but he was not from there, bro. The way he was moving was not the way you supposed to move in the city that we live. Nigga, I'm not going out to the West Coast and sliding down Sloss and saying, what up? Or walking to the store by myself. No. Just because you don't hear about this city on the news or on your mainstreams, or you ain't leading the country or the nation in killings and this and that, that don't mean it's any less dangerous. They got the same thing to live for, the same thing they trying to build that everybody else in the world trying to build and get, which is money. And Sanford, before Trayvon Martin case got national publicity, Sanford was a impoverished city, man. The biggest thing in Sanford at that point was the projects. On God. And Midway, but Midway technically ain't even part of Sanford. But that's a whole nother discussion.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you can't be giving these men passes, man. Like I know in the legal terms we supposed to wait for due process, wait for law, but at the same time, until that time come, we ain't gotta support his ass, man. We ain't gotta be telling him, oh, we stand with you, or brother Polight, we protecting you when these kind of allegations on you. What kind of shit? Bro. That is crazy. I went on his Instagram, bro, and this nigga Busta Rhymes literally bowed down to this man and said, you are not a king, you are a god, my brother. He said, you are a god. Why are you talking to me right now? Blasphemous. And then wonder why these type of allegations and these type of scenarios keep popping up. And then, what do you know? He uses publicity and public figure status to get off of the charges, like he did before. Which is why I'm gonna say it another time, because I don't want this video to be taken out of context. Everything we're discussing is from previous content we watched, from the news article to the interview of the Dr. York of the alleged victim to what else did we watch? Oh, with him with ISUPK, shout out to Captain Cesariak.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Confrontation. So we see that he's the type that he preys on the weak, bro. You can see in each one of those videos, he preyed upon the weak. That's the only constant between the very first video I showed you all the way up to the news article. Him attacking a weaker person. This dude,
even when I heard that phone call earlier, when he called into the little podcast, not the little podcast, but when he called into the podcast to like speak about not being a weirdo or whatever.
Oh, when he called in the Sarnetta podcast, let's put it out there. We talking about you, Sarnetta.
Yeah, when he jumped on the podcast and was like, nah, I ain't no weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for standing up for me. Whatever. That's just creating more noise, trying to get people to to put their opinion on it. You know what I'm saying?
So
But
now that
that
you bring that up, I want to ask you a question about that phone call. In my opinion, Sarnetta told this man everything on the phone except for to shut the fuck up. He was like, say less, yeah, I ain't think, yeah, I know you got this going on. It's crazy. Say less. Nah, nigga, say more. Keep talking. And I feel like if Sarnetta wouldn't have shut him up or tried to shut him up, he would have told on himself right then and there, live on the air. And Sarnetta knew it. I seen the bead sweating off that nigga head. He was, ooh, boy, this nigga, oh shit, he picked up the phone. Oh, I ain't know. Boy, it's crazy out here. Say less. Let me know if you want me to call you back off. I'm live. I'm on air. Let me know.
man.
So yeah, bro, I'm just like, man. So I never told him everything but to shut the fuck up in that goddamn phone call. And that's why I'm like, man, that seemed like it was some coaching shit going on. Cause that ain't no young nigga. So none of them been around the block.
That's what I'll be trying to tell you, man. Like when the consistency, it can be one of the two extremes.
That's wild, bro. But yeah, it don't look like nobody want to hop in this thing, man. So I'm gonna shut it down. I want to shout out the King Chaos, shout out the Kwame Brown, shout out the everybody who's staying and focusing on the righteous in the community and doing righteous by our people, because at the end of the day, besides your religion or whatever the fuck you may believe in, right is right, wrong is wrong. You get what I'm saying? And we gotta call a spade a spade. Ain't no being quiet about it. We see wrong, we gotta call it out. Boom. And that's the only way to improve the community is start from a moral standpoint. Everybody got to have at least the same moral baseline. If everybody moral baseline all fucked up, oh, I'm a god, but you a little pin, you're a peon, or I'm a king and you a god, but shit, hey, salutes to you. Nah, fuck that. We got one baseline. Right is right, wrong is wrong. If you step outside this baseline, you get judged accordingly. You have that image attached to you naturally. We can't stop things that's naturally. If you want to stop negative perspective towards you, stop doing negative things. Stop doing things in a negative light for negative reasons. And that's my whole take on it. KCD.